My name is Feather. Come see me at Furry Friends Animal Shelter and take me home.
Hi, I'm Angela Cervantes, and this is a story about a girl named Gabby who's having a really tough time. Her parents were separated, and now her mom's deported to Honduras, and she's stuck living with her father, who kind of treats her like she's just a job he wants to quit. If you're wondering why I'm here at an animal shelter, it's because the main character in my story, Gabby Lost and Found, volunteers at an animal shelter with her 6th grade class. Gabby is also a wonderful writer, and so the shelter quickly puts her to work writing little advertisements for the animals, hoping to appeal to people to come into the shelter and take home one of the cats or dogs.
My name is Spanish for miracle.
I attacked a vacuum cleaner.
I've learned to channel my energy into tricks.
I am an experienced cuddler.
Bones are treasures and must be buried for safety.
I am missing a piece of my ear and tail.
She identifies with the cats who want to find a forever home. That's kind of what Gabby wants too, a forever home.
Just call me a stray. My mom was deported and now I live with my father. I'm seeking a home where I can invite my friend over and have a warm breakfast on occasion. Come visit me at Furry Friends Animal Shelter and take me home today.
Gabby is a true animal lover. She cares so deeply about all the animals at the animal shelter that she wants to find all of them a home. When an incident happens at the shelter, she decides to take matters into her own hands and smuggle a cat out of the shelter. I think this is a great book for anyone who loves cats and dogs. Just like me, I really love cats and dogs and I really care about them.
I am a story of a young girl who finds strength while dealing with the heartwarming personalities at the Furry Friends Animal Shelter. Come find me at the Scholastic Book Fair and take me home.
Celeste is a mouse who is looking for a home. Is it inside a warm boot? In the shirt pocket of her new friend? Or is home a place deep inside her heart? Celeste will encounter many obstacles during her search. But she also discovers joy, triumph, and true friendship. A Nest for Celeste by Henry Cole. The story of a mouse, her friendship with Audubon's apprentice, and her search for a home.
Night of the Twisters by Ivy Ruckman. Dan and Arthur are in Dan's house when all of a sudden the power goes out and all they can see is blackness. Dan, Arthur, and their friend Stacy run around Grand Island, Nebraska helping people. But will they survive? has the moon disappeared? What is that noise in the sky?
Odysseus and his 3 ships sail across the sea to Troy. They go curiously wondering if they will die or live.
They lose, but will they defeat Troy? They don't know. Is it hiding a gift for Troy?
Then they run into trouble later.
Cannibals, run and hide! No, you say? You want to defeat the cannibals? As you wish.
You're banished. Never come back to an island again. And if you try, you won't make it. You're cursed.
For more, check out Tales from the Odyssey Part 1.
The end.
Peter Hatcher's got a problem. He feels like a big nothing. Just a 4th grade nothing. And why shouldn't he when his 2.5-year-old brother, nicknamed Fudge, gets away with everything and is all his parents care about? Fudge is difficult to say the least. He's always doing stupid stuff. Like eating flowers and dumping food on his head at restaurants. He's what you might call badly behaved. So Mrs. Hatcher is always asking Peter to help with Fudge. She uses Peter to trick Fudge into doing all sorts of things, like standing on his head to get his little brother to eat. Once, Peter's mother even made him pretend to buy a pair of childish saddle shoes instead of more grown-up loafers, all just to trick Fudge into trying a pair on. And oh boy, does Peter get in trouble when Fudge falls off the jungle gym at the park and has a terrible accident. Didn't his mother know that Sheila with the cooties was supposed to be watching him? Peter's one good thing in his life is his pet turtle Dribble, which he won at Jimmy Fargo's birthday party. Of course, his mom freaked out about having a turtle in the house, and she made Peter really scrub his hands with soap and water all the time. But go figure, Fudge just won't leave Dribble alone. And then Fudge does something unthinkable to Dribble. Let's just say he winds up in the hospital because of it. But do his parents care about what happens to Dribble? Or about Peter's feelings? At all? Life, Peter feels, is all about fudge, 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 and he's just about had it. What happened to Fudge and Dribble in the hospital? Does Fudge ever start behaving? Will Peter ever feel like a something? Will he ever feel that his parents care about him as much as his pesky brother Fudge? Read Judy Blume's Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing to find out.
Name's Cronin, Doreen. You can call me Cronin. I just wrote a book. It's called The Trouble with Chickens. It's a J.J. Tully mystery. J.J. Tully is a retired search and rescue dog. He spent 7 years in a life full of adventure, adrenaline, mystery, and now he finds himself in a country yard full of chickens, bored out of his mind and not particularly happy about where he is. When he finally starts to interact with the other creatures he's surrounded by, he meets a kind of an odd family of chickens. And the first thing they need from him is some help. And then you've got this weird, sinister thing happening in the house with Vince, and nobody really knows that much about him. The character of Vince the Funnel really started as a sketch on a Post-it, but it had kind of a sinister look to it. And someone said to me, this would make a really good Peter Lorre type villain. So it kind of lent itself to a film noir kind of feel. The film noir influence on the book, it's a few things. Your main character is not necessarily that lovable. When you first meet them, they're not this kind of warm and fuzzy character that you just want to embrace straight away. And JJ isn't either. JJ is kind of a classic film noir, hard-boiled kind of guy that's seen a lot in the world. He's Humphrey Bogart if Humphrey Bogart was a dog. There's a lot of banter in film noir when you read those books. The vocabulary is kind of distinct, the rhythm is kind of distinct, and they're not having open, honest conversations with each other. And they're giving just enough information to each other to get what they need. What's next for JJ is still unknown, but new characters are so much fun to create now. And because it's a mystery, how much you know about them and how much of that is actually true, the reader has to decide. The reader, when we get new information about new characters, has to stop and think, does that really fit? Or does that really make sense? Or is he or she really what she's pretending to be?
Squeak, squeak, I'm Humphrey. I grew up in Petaluma until Miss Mack brought me to live in room 26 at Longfellow School.
I get to hang around with my fellow classmates, like Golden Miranda, and Wait for the Bell, Garth.
Sometimes weekends are scary, like when the big dog tried to eat me, or when Miss Brisbane tried to get rid of me.
Will Humphrey survive the weekend? Will Miss Brisbane get rid of him? Read The World According to Humphrey by Better Bernie to find out.
Year of the book. Friends are complicated. One day you're laughing, and the next day you're wearing the wrong clothes or your family doesn't go on cool vacations. Anna doesn't care. Her life is busy, what with traveling through time, surviving alone in the wilderness, trading places with royalty. Who needs friends when you have a good book?